On today's 15 on 15, we'll show you how a large population on the island celebrated their day at the Marine base. Plus, cuddling after sex is crucial. Find out why in our lifestyle segment. As well, the Minister of Tourism from Turks and Caicos reveals they'd like to implement plenty of Aruba's strategies into their system. 15 on 15 starts right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. A majority of the island enjoyed a day off on Thursday. This day brings plenty of action in Savaneta thanks to the activities put on by the Marines. Crowds gathered at the Marines headquarters. Prime Minister Mike Amon was present to enjoy his day off with the Marines. The Marine base welcomed the general public as organized activities kept them entertained. Visitors had the chance to enjoy food while watching training demonstrations put on by the Marines. Red smoke and gunshots had the audience in awe, especially the children. Visitors also had the opportunity to explore on board the Marine ship on their day off on Thursday. Moving forward, Aruba is known to be a safe and happy island, but a series of break-ins in one of the houses in Malmoc is jeopardizing the destination's reputation as a friendly island. Let's take a look at this tourist story. Kian Kajar has been coming to the island 4 to 5 times a year for 9 years. He rents a house in Malmoc every time. Last week, his property was burglarized for the 5th time.
The last one was, I think, February. They did the same thing, but they had come in through the windows, which we already put bars on now, and they cut the alarm, they deactivated the alarm, and they pretty much popped out the safe with a crowbar, which there was money in, and took TVs as well, and a lot of other valuables that were just laying around the house, iPads, laptops, iPhones, and so forth. This time it was just a little bit brazen, you know. You feel a little uncomfortable. You're inside your house, and they just pry open the door. They were walking in here while we were sleeping at 3 a.m.
Every break-in is becoming more dangerous. This time, 4 people were sleeping, while iPads, sunglasses, a television, quad racer, and more were stolen.
Just a little weird because, you know, the people in Aruba are so nice. Everybody's so fantastic. I actually don't even think it's Arubian people. I think it's got to be some other, you know, a lot of people say there's illegals on the island that might be illegal. Because this is really a crazy crime. I mean, imagine we run into each other, how deadly it may be. If I was to have woken up and they were here and they had a knife or something, it could be deadly. You never know, so it's kind of dangerous.
The loyal repeat visitor says he still has hope in Aruba and will continue to come to the island. Mr. Kajar wanted to bring attention to the crimes he's experienced because he believes the punishment for breaking in should be increased. If a burglar is caught, his legal responsibility is to go to jail for only 10 days. On Monday night's show, we will go further into details on the crimes that took place at this particular property. Now, also coming up on Monday, we take a look at a type of steel band instrument. With technology evolving, it's easy to forget about the traditional pieces that brought us to the musical era today. A few musicians out there on the island are working hard to keep steel pans alive. This instrument had a crucial role in Carnival, reason being why it is necessary to keep it alive.
This instrument started Carnival unofficially. Without this, Carnival probably wouldn't be here. And we just celebrated our 60th, so that shows you. Even though that it's died out a little bit because of the technology and all other stuff. But other to that, this part of my mission also of keeping it alive, doing different stuff, different projects, and showing that pan is universal.
We'll have more on Nico Connor on the next edition of the show. And for right now, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll discuss how your sexual satisfaction is not dependent on duration or foreplay. Rather, it's all about the cuddling afterwards. Also, I'll tell you how a perfect stranger can make you feel less about your relationships. And pesticides in produce, which to buy organically and which to not. Those toppings and much more coming up. So stay with us. Welcome back from the break. The duration of sex and foreplay is apparently not nearly as important as cuddling. Science proves cuddling after sex is crucial for sex life satisfaction. Spooning can make or break your relationship. New research shows that your love for cuddling might be the best thing to ever happen to your bond. Couples who spend more time showing affection after sex feel more satisfied with their sex lives and, in return, with their relationship in general. Study results showed that sex duration and foreplay didn't predict relationship satisfaction, but post-coital cuddling did. Researchers found people who spend more time on post-sex affection like cuddling, kissing, caressing, spooning, or expressing their love for each other are more satisfied in their relationships and feel more sexually satisfied. Cuddling is a positive post-sex reward. Since it makes us feel good, then we are more likely to want to do it again, and we get closer to each other in the process. Experts say the power of touch can have major mental and physical benefits. On the topic of relationships, did you know that complete strangers can influence yours? Just because you are coupled up doesn't mean that you won't still get butterflies in your stomach when a beautiful or handsome someone hits on you. Surprisingly, this kind of attention can change the way you feel about your current bond. When people in committed relationships believe attractive outsiders are interested in them, their relationship satisfaction and commitment actually decreases. Study objects were all in monogamous relationships, living with their significant other or engaged. Results of the study showed people who got glowing reviews from their interviewers, even though it was all fake, had an increase in self-esteem and a decrease in relationship satisfaction and commitment. Basically, they were feeling pretty good about themselves, and it probably made them feel valuable, as if they could trade up. Now, Aruba imports plenty of fruits and vegetables from the United States. Here are some reasons as to why we should grow locally. For the fourth year running, apples topped this year's Dirty Dozens list. The list is compiled by the Environmental Working Group. They rank 50 popular fruits and vegetables by the amount of pesticide residues on them, using samples tested by federal labs. The dirty list includes strawberries, grapes, celery, peaches, and potatoes. It is suggested for people to buy organically when it comes to those dirty dozen. A clean 15 list was also released. The safest fruits and vegetables on this list includes avocados, sweet corn, pineapples, cabbage, and frozen sweet peas, meaning you don't have to buy those organically because there's not a lot of pesticides on them anyways. With all that being said though, the pros of eating non-organic fruits and vegetables still outweigh the cons. We will be right back. Take a look to see what is coming up next. Turks and Caicos is similar to Aruba in the sense that their #1 source of income is tourism. The Minister of Tourism, Heritage and Culture from Turks and Caicos is on the island to explore 3 specific things. They find Aruba is doing well in terms of tourism, alternative energy, and our healthcare system. Turks and Caicos is looking to adopt some of Aruba's strategies. Rufus Ewing is the Premier of Turks and Caicos. As well, he is the Minister of Tourism there. His visit to the island is primarily for a conference. However, he is looking to learn from Aruba in various aspects, starting with tourism.
While I am in Aruba, I thought it fitting to meet with a number of departments and ministries in Aruba because there are lots that we can learn from Aruba. Like Turks and Caicos, the leading sector in Aruba is tourism. And so there's a lot to learn from Aruba and what they're doing in tourism. They had a big boom in tourism industries over the past several years, so I'd love to learn from them.
Another area in which Turks and Caicos needs to develop is sustainability. The island's cost of living is increasing due to electricity and water. Therefore, first steps into renewable energy needs to be taken. This is where Aruba comes in.
As well as they're leading in the sector of renewable energies. Rising electricity costs is a problem globally, and in Turks and Caicos, that's a big challenge for us, and one of the major factors increasing the cost of living. We don't have any alternative energies in our mix in terms of we're strictly all diesel, and so going forward, it's our plan to increase the percentages of renewable energies in our electricity mix.
Turks and Caicos has already adopted a few methods in how Aruba operates its healthcare system. Now, Minister Rufus Ewing wants to see what works and what doesn't work in regards to the system. That is our show for today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back here with a brand new edition of 15 on 15 starting Monday night at 7:15 p.m. We'll see you then back here on Channel 15 ATV.